Hi everybody, I am Husky Light. Thank you for stopping by. This is your angel cards. We're into a new week. It is now Monday the 13th of February, and this week I have decided to go with the Fairy Tarot cards when I can find the box to show you. We're doing our Doreen Virtue Fairy Tarot cards. I thought we need a bit of fairy magic during the week, and of course whatever comes out this week for our chakra card, whichever chakra we need to work on this week. So anyway, for today we've got the Emperor. Get organised today. If you are not organised, things may be likely to fall apart. This is about building a firm foundation for things, getting things straight, building new goals as well comes into this. So you may be having new ideas about new goals that you want to set, which is after the full moon and the eclipse and everything else. That's quite apt to come through. There's new opportunities here for us. It's that time to think more with your head than your heart. Be organised, set firm foundations for things, follow things through. Follow plans through, follow some of you have got appointments today. Some of you have got appointments. If you are not organised enough in the morning, or you've not planned out your day, you're going to be late for the appointments. Be very careful. That's just come to me. Be careful about being late for appointments. You need to be as organised as you can be for today. But do that and things will go successfully for you. It is definitely about organisation. This could also be some of you having to put on a logical head for a situation that you need to deal with. Maybe there's a court situation or speaking to a lawyer, or it's that logical. Don't get over emotional about anything today. Make sure you've got everything up to date. You know what you're doing. Everything's planned. Be careful in work situations of rushing through things too quickly, not thinking them through. You could make mistakes at work if you were to do that. And be careful of appointments. It's just, there is probably a likelihood today, because they are being so adamant about get organised, there is probably an element of confusion or distraction in your day-to-day, not being able to find the focus that you need in order to get through things, to do things. It may be that you're worried about an appointment. Please don't be worried about it, because you will be late. So don't let emotions get in the way of anything today. You have to be logical. You have to stand firm in your own truth. You have to be courageous to a certain extent with the Emperor as well. You need to be able to convey your messages clearly to somebody else today. So maybe you are talking to the boss, or you're talking to somebody in authority today. But it's about having that ability to be able to do that in a clear and concise way as well. So it's structure all round as well. It's also the number 4, and this is the symbol of law, system, orders. So there could be very well, for quite a few of you, something to do with law and order during the day, whether it's filling out paperwork, sorting out your car tax or your car insurance, actually physically going to court, thinking or speaking, or just speaking to somebody in authority, like a doctor or a lawyer or the boss, somebody like that. So it's just keep organised. If you're watching this the day before, make sure you've got your day planned out for Monday. If you're watching this on the Sunday evening or something, just make sure you know exactly where you are and what you're doing on the Monday. Now, when we move over to our chakra card for this week. He's a rather stern looking fellow. We're on to the sacral chakra. This is the orange chakra. This is about 2 finger widths below your belly button. It's your second one up. The main message for the sacral chakra card for this week, there's something that you could come across this week that is, you're going to have to change direction somehow. You're going to have to do something that's different this week. You're not ending something, but there's some sort of block or obstacle you could come up against this week that you cannot physically change. You have to change direction yourself to move around it. It's a bypass. There is a blockage there in front of you. Don't wait for a present situation to change. It's stay focused and find another path to go down. You'll get to the same destination, you'll have the same success, but maybe there's something else quite different that you've got to go through this week. So it could be you want to do a certain course but you can't get in at that university, you're going to have to look at another one. Or you want to book a certain flight on a certain day and you can't do it, you're going to have to rearrange it or look at another one. You're still going to get to the same destination. This is not an ending, but something could come up this week where you have to change things. So, and that's the whole theme for the week. It could even, could be a Valentine's dinner and you have to change the restaurant that you were going to. You have to go somewhere else, or you have to do it on a different day. So that actually stands in quite well with the Emperor card. Stay focused. Do as much planning and organisation as you can to keep everything running as smoothly as you can. But if you come up against a blockage, you'll then, instead of falling apart and being disorganised and thinking, confusion, you will have the logic and know-how just to move around the obstacle and the time to be able to do it as well. So, sacral chakra blockages, you can tell if you've got a sacral chakra blockage if on a physical level you suffer with things like constipation, kidney infections, urinary tract infections, bladder infections. Lower back pain is a big one for a lot of us when it comes up. Menstruation that's not regular, even infertility or impotency. By balancing up your sacral chakra, you can help these physical symptoms that come up. Mentally or emotionally, usually if you've got a blocked sacral chakra, you will have some mental or emotional crisis, which can include any of the following conditions. It can be things like depression, fear and insecurity, jealousy of other people, low self-esteem, isolation and detachment, feeling very alone, feeling not understood by other people, excessive loss from reality and attracted towards maybe getting stuck on video games or movies or things like that, or books, trying to draw yourself into a fantasy world instead of being connected to what's going on in 3D world as well. Addictive behaviour can come up as well. If it's a healthy one, and there's loads and loads of symptoms that I can go through. If you have a healthy sacral chakra, you're very energetic, you're not being lethargic or wanting to sleep all the time, you're enjoying more of life, you're very eager, you jump out of bed nice and happy. Well, not always nice and happy, but you jump out of bed in the morning ready to face the day and ready to face what's ahead of you. You've got great creative expression in the way you speak, in the way you communicate. You'll be great at art and painting and things like that because you're putting that creative expression into there, and that goes for singing, dancing, all of that, acting, all of that sort of thing as well. Even if you feel that you're not very good at singing or something like that, you can express yourself through song. You love your sexuality as well without having it rule over you, meaning it's not something that you think about all the time. It's not something that you're addicted to. And your reproductive system, your menstruation, things like that is usually working okay and working well for you, and your bladder as well. So those are some of the blockages you can get, and how to know if it's quite healthy for you as well. Obviously there are things you can do to unblock your sacral chakra. I will be going through all of that during the week. We've got it for a week. Let's start off with food. Things like melons, oranges, anything that's a sweet fruit can help you. Anything that's coloured orange as well in food is good for you. Cinnamon is very good for you. And the most important thing with the sacral chakra is lots and lots and lots and lots of water. Clear water. The second chakra, its element is water, and you will go so far to unblock it if you're drinking lots of clear water. Remember that it needs to be 7 pH or above for it to be safe for you to drink, so that it doesn't have fluoride in it, and make sure it's fluoride free and as good as you can get it. Bottled water, 7 point or above, or if you've got a really good filtration system on your tap, that will work as well. So that's a few things to look at. Loads of sacral chakra meditations on the internet, or if you want to find yourself 5 quiet minutes on your own every day and just imagine your sacral chakra. I always imagine it as some people imagine it as a flower. I tend to imagine it as a swirl, like a swirly lollipop. Going clockwise, just imagine the orange circle turning clockwise and being unblocked, and it's free to move, and the colour is vibrant. It's a really vibrant orange, and just imagine it sitting there working perfectly well, and it's bright. Do that just for a few minutes every day. That will also help. Okay, right, take care, have an absolutely brilliant day, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.